Hello and welcome to this new webinar. Today on this webinar we will be using the version for MatrixGold that will be ready in October 2019. So just be aware that the version that you can see now is an internal version and it won't be ready until October 2019. So you will be able to see a few of the new tools that you will have available by that time. So what I will do today is a Signet Ring with some decoration and some Pave, so you can see the new Pave and the new Signet Ring. So first we will start with the ring rail, and now from tools we will get the new Signet Ring. So from the Signet Ring you can play with two different sections, the top section and what we will call the shank section. So the first thing that I will do is just drop a bit the distance. It's okay, then I will go and I will make a pull push because I want to place a Pave here. As you can see, the default is too deep, so I will go the depth, I will go to 0.4, and then what I would like also to do is to place some stones on this border. So the border I will go to 0.3, no, 1.3, sorry, 1.3. Okay, and what I will do is just make it a bit more oval. Now from the side what I will do is just make it wider, so I will go to 5, and 5. Alright, so now it's generating all the geometry, and I think that like this it's Signet Ring that can be pretty nice. Alright, let's see how does it looks like if I go to 6. As I said, I would like to do chunky ring. I know that will be heavy, but once we start to add the holes for the Pave and the cavity that I need to make some decoration on the side. Okay, I will leave it like that. So now I want to place a decoration here that I will get ready with the with the MatrixGold Emboss. So the first thing that I will do is go to the curve. From the right side I will place a smart curve. I will say that I want it closed and I want it symmetry vertical, and I will start from here. I don't need anything big. Here, here, and to here. So now once I have this, what I will do is just project. I will type project from my command bar, and now what I got is just, you see, all these projections. What I will do is unselect the ones that I want to keep, and because I don't need all these other curves, what I will do is, now that are selected, delete. So I just kept the ones that I am interested with. The next step that I will do, now that I have this base, I will do a full save from my project action. So I keep this as a base and I will have it here I just said test eagle. This is the name for my project, and I will start now to work with the pull push. So when I click on the pull push, it's already asking me for a curve. This is the curve, and I will go the same distance inside that I did at the top, so 0.4, and I will do the same on the other side. So I select this curve and minus 0.4. Okay, so now we got this ring with these cavities. Alright, what I will do now is I will change it from this layer to this other layer. This is a user layer, because now I can hide it. What I will do is just hide this and this. I want a clean viewport, because What I will do next is get the decoration that I want on the sides. To do that, I will use the Clayoo Emboss to raise different heights and reliefs. So the first thing that I will do is look for some curves. From tools we have this tool that is called raster to vector, that is very convenient. I have this eagle that I found from internet, and the raster to vector is very convenient because it detects the black and whites and already gives you the curves that you are interested with. Alright, so these are now curves that are grouped. The first thing that I will do is ungroup them. Alright, and now what I will do is just a join. So now we join the curves that are just intersecting to the others. Okay, so now I have this, and now I will be able to start to work with all these curves. I will make it smaller. We don't need it to have it as big as we have it here now. Okay, so now from the top view, what I will do is go to the Clayoo tab and launch the Emboss. What I will do first is I will click on New Project, and once we get this project first screen, what I will do is be sure that I have Core. So if I have the Core selected, means that I will have closed mesh, and then the number of points for the resolution, it's okay, and I think that I am ready to start. So this is where I will manage all my different operations. So the first thing is that I will select a curve. This is the first curve that I want to work with, and I click on refresh so I can see already what result do I'm getting. So the result that I'm getting here is a base, so where I can start to work from. So if I do this shorter, then I can refresh again, and I get what I'm looking for. Alright, now I will go for a new one, and now I will get all the inside curves. So this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. Let's see if there is any one left. Also this is the outside that I selected in the first operation. So I select this, and let's see what I get. First I will go to check, so because I can move the handles at any time and refresh again, so I can keep playing until I get the result that I'm looking for. So it's not bad. I think that like this is okay. What I'm missing here is just the eyeball, so I will select the eyeball here, and again I will refresh and see what I get. Alright, I like it, so I validate. So now I will have a closed mesh, and it will be ready to be attached any part of that ring. So this is what I'm looking for. Keep in mind that MatrixGold has different functionalities. As you can see, we have this part here that didn't come out very nice, but what I can do is just go to the sculpt. I select the objects. This is the object. So now I can get this is okay. Let me just bring it here. I will make it bigger, and what I will do is just go to smooth, and this part that I don't like at all, I will just reduce it from here. Until I get exactly what I really like. so you just need to keep all right. So I think that now looks pretty okay. All these lines that we have here are not going to come out from the printer, but if you just want to smooth a bit everything, as you can see, doesn't takes much time to smooth at least the big ones. So the look that we have for this eagle, it's nicer. Of course that we have also different, we have like inflate. Now if I go and reduce the radius, as you can see now I have the radius, just in case that I want to keep, you see that now let me just put more intensity. If you want to give a bit more of detail, you can give a bit more of detail. So if you want, you know, a bit more of so you can keep playing with it until you get the result that you really like. Alright, so I don't want to keep the original object, I just want to keep this one, and because I really like it. So what I will do with this shape, I will save it in my job bag, so I will have this if I'm, just in case that I need to use it later on. So I will have now a job bag with this eagle. Okay. All right. Now the next step will be to place this eagle into the ring. So what I will do is I will just first show the ring. Okay, so what I will do now is from transform I will get this surface here and I will create the outer base. Okay, so now I have the outer base. That what we'll do is just give me a reference to place the eagle here. So let's gonna bring the eagle, and what I will do now with this eagle is just move it in this place so I have a reference. Okay, so now I just scale it, clicking the shift. So perfect. And now what I will do is the smart flow. So the smart flow is asking me which is the surface base is this one, and which is the destination, that is this one. What are the objects that I want to place there, and just adapted to this curve is the eagle. So I click enter, and now as you can see I already have the reference to add the eagle here. So what I will do next is just validate, because now I already have the eagle placed in here. So the only thing that I need to do, let me show. All right, so the only thing that I need to do now is just to move the eagle like this, and now I will just make it smaller. And yeah, I think that like this it looks very good. Just let me be sure that it's in the right, let me bring it a bit in. So now I know for sure that is inside. Okay, so maybe I will move it like this. Yes. Okay, what I will do next is place probably here some decoration, because I want on the background, I want some little decoration. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what happens if I go to the jolly. I can get, let's see if I can get a very one of these patterns here, like this one. I will scale it. I will scale it until I feel like it's just to give, you know, some texture here. So I like this, and now with this I will use the, from solid I will use the pipe, but I will use a very narrow, well, you see if I do that it comes out too big. I will use a very small diameter. So I have a bit of decoration, and now what I will do is select this and this, and I will do the mirror on the other side. So the both are looking to the same. I don't want this to happen. What I want is to look on the other side. So now looks better. Okay. So now I already have, let me hide this. And I will hide also this. So now what I will do is, let's see how does it looks like in the rendered mode. Let me go to render, and from render I will apply some metals here. So if I select this and this, and this, and I apply the yellow gold, okay, all right, up, I want this one. Oh, because it's I need to ungroup this, because I want the eagle to be in white color. Alright, so let's go back here, and now I will place a pave on the top view. Again, I can make a full save, so I have all these steps in my folder. And now I will place a few stones at the very top. So I will select, let me close this, so I have this surface with the shift control, and I will go to the gems and I will apply the pave. So as you can see, the stones that I have now as a default are 1.3. I will go to 1.2. So I already placed more. And another thing that I will also do is just the distance from the, decrease the distance from the border to 0.1. 0.1. And I have added. So it's very easy. If I click 0, let's see what happens. Nothing. Alright, so but I don't need to worry, because later on I can keep adding more stones here. Okay, so as you can see, it's telling me that I have the tolerance. This is why it's green. So if I go here and I move it, now it turns yellow, because it's telling me that I'm going farther from the tolerance that I want. So I will go back to where I was. But if I want to make these ones bigger, I can do also this. So I can come here, just click on this number and I start to make it bigger. Now as you can see it's red, so it means that I need to move it to keep the same distance. Alright, but I will just keep it to 1.2 and I will move it back. Okay. Alright, so I already have the stones for the pave and I don't need to worry to all these spaces because you can combine this. Let me select again the surface with the gems on surface. Okay, so now I go to gems on surface. It's asking me to select the surface. So now what I can do is I can come to here and I have the mirrors. So I can click mirror and I can choose the one that I rather to have. So I think that this one will be okay. I go to 1.2. From here I can say that I wanted to 0.2, so I have a reference. And I can start to add more stones. So here will be okay. Here I can add another one. I will just make it big, smaller. And I don't know if I can fit another one here. No, probably I will just fill this with prongs. And I will place another one here. On that one I will take the mirror off and I will just place it here. Alright, I want a mirror from these ones. And now what I will do is I will get all these stones and will ungroup them. The reason why I'm doing that is because from the top view what I will start to do is to place prongs here. So I will go to settings, prong placer, select gems. I want this now. I select what layout do I want, and I want this one. I will do it again. For these ones, the same layout. On these ones, yeah, I think that this one is okay. I need to spread this out, so I will go to the N and here I have enable and prong controls, and I will go to, let's see, 0.1, and now it looks better. And lately I will do the same on these ones, so I will try to get this. Again, I will go to the N, I will N prong controls, and I will leave it to 0.1 as I did before. Okay, I need to edit these ones because I want that N1 to 0.1. Okay, so now what we can do is just select this, this, and this, and do a mirror. To the other side. And now the only thing that I need to do is just to place the mirrors to fill these parts, sorry, to place the prongs, and I will be ready to go. So I will select this surface, and I will go to settings, prong on surface, the prong that I want is to 0.5. I want one here, another one here, another one here, and another one in this position. This one I will make it a bit bigger to fill up all this area, and then I will add another one just here, and the one that I will fill here will be smaller. Okay, so now that I have this, I will do what I did before with a transform, mirror. Now I can click multi, so I have this nice pave. The prongs were too long, but I just can move them all. I can also see that I have these prongs here, but I didn't see that before, but because it's parametric, I can just go here, delete. I delete this prong, and now it's fixed. Okay, so what we will do next now is just duplicate this edge, and now I will duplicate the other one, so this one. So now I have two edges, and from these two edges what I will do is the twin curves. So I click twin curves, I select this one, I select this one, so I get that one just in the middle. This will allow me to set some stones here. So I'll go to gems, gems on curve, probably I have to ungroup them. Ungroup. And now I just need to select this one and gems on curve. This is the curve. The target object is this one. So now the stones has the right direction. I want the stones to be 1.1, maybe 1.2, and I want them from 0 to 1. So I have them all the way around. Instead having them into the wrong setting, what I will do now is just set them in the French as a kind of setting. So I will select the stones, I will go to cutters, micro cutters, I also will change the profile. I always like to have more a roundish profile, like this one. And what I will also do is click on the auto taper so I can keep the same distance between the stones. I'll make it a bit longer. Okay, let's see how does it looks like. So everything is okay, and now what I will also do is just select these stones again because I want to place cutters just in the middle. This can be done by the setter, but at least for the render will be nicer if we go to this and we put between the gems. We can make it very narrow. Just be sure that it's long enough. Alright, so let's see how does it looks like. I will do the boolean from solid. I will go to the boolean difference. With a right click I will select all these cutters and enter. Alright, it looks pretty cool. Enter, and it will be just one thing left, that will be the channel. So cutters, channel cutter, so now if I do this at last, I can see the result that I will get. And again I will go to the solids boolean difference between this and this. So again now first let me just do boolean difference between this and cutter. Now I will see the result. Okay, so now I get this nice ring. Now because I want to make the render, what I will do is select all the stones So, and I will make the cutters. I will go to the cutters, gem cutter. It's calculating all the cutters. So the cutter that I will do here, it will be just something from the library. I will do something like this. Load. And once the boolean is ready, I will have everything ready to do the render. Alright, so okay, so now the ring is ready to go. All the holes are made, everything is ready.